Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am so excited you're here with me today because I'm sharing a recipe that is just so special to my family. We're making my ultimate jumbo stuffed pastries, and I'm telling you, once you make these, your family's going to be asking for them all the time. So let's just dive right in. This is pure homemade comfort food. We're talking about a pastry that is so unbelievably light and fluffy, but it's packed with this rich, savory filling that makes it a real satisfying meal. It's a little bit of kitchen magic, and you'll be shocked at how simple it is to pull off. Okay, so any amazing pastry starts with one thing, the dough. And listen, this isn't just any dough. This is our perfect cloud-like canvas for all that delicious filling. Nailing this foundation is the first and honestly the most important step. We're just using simple, everyday ingredients you probably already have, but I've got a couple of little secrets for you. The yogurt, that adds this amazing tang and keeps the dough super moist. And the powdered milk, which is optional, gives it this rich, soft, almost sponge-like texture. Trust me, these little touches make a huge difference. It's really just 4 easy steps. First, we have to wake up our yeast, we'll give it some more milk and a little sugar to eat, and you'll know it's ready when it gets all nice and foamy. Then we mix in our wet ingredients and about half the flour and just let it sit for 10 minutes. This little break helps the gluten start to develop. After that, it's kneading time, a full 10 minutes, okay? Don't skimp on this part, it's what makes the pastry so airy. And finally, we just let it rise until it's doubled in size. Now let me share a few of my golden rules here. First, always make sure your yeast is alive and kicking before you start. And use room temperature ingredients. It just keeps the yeast happy. But my number one tip is this. Trust the dough. It's going to feel a little soft, maybe a bit sticky. Resist that urge to add more flour. That little bit of stickiness is the promise of a super light pastry later on. All right, so while our dough is taking a nice, warm nap, we can turn our attention to the heart and soul of these pastries, that savory, delicious filling. For the filling, I really believe less is more. We're using some good quality ground meat, finely chopped onions, a bit of garlic. You know, I also love to add some red bell pepper for just a hint of sweetness and that beautiful color. We'll keep this seasoning simple: salt, pepper, and just a pinch of a 7-spice blend. We really want that rich meat flavor to shine. Okay, so the way we cook this is key. Get your pan nice and hot, add the meat, and here's my trick. Don't touch it. Don't break it up right away. Let it get a beautiful, dark crust on one side. That's where all the flavor is. Then you can break it up and toss in your onions and garlic. And now for step 4, and I cannot stress this enough. Your filling has to be completely cool before you use it. Hot filling will melt the dough and ruin everything we've worked for. Patience is key. All right, this is the fun part. Our dough is all puffed up and beautiful, our filling is cool and smells incredible. So let's bring them together. So this recipe is going to make 8 glorious jumbo-sized pastries. Each one weighs about 150 grams, so when I say these are generous, I mean it. They're perfect for a really hearty lunch or even a light dinner. Let me walk you through how we shape these. Take a ball of dough and just roll it into a long oval shape. Then pile that delicious cooled filling right down the center, leaving a little border around the edge. Now pinch those edges together like you're sealing a little treasure chest. You want a really good, tight seam. Give it one last gentle roll to flatten it out a bit, and then another little rest. This lets the dough relax, which makes the final pastry super tender. So as you're rolling it out that final time, you might be thinking, uh-oh, what happens if I get a little tear or the seam pops open? Don't even worry about it. It's no problem at all. This dough is so forgiving. Just stop what you're doing, gently pinch it closed again, and you're good to go. The real secret is just making sure that final seal is nice and tight before baking. We are in the home stretch. It is time to add those gorgeous finishing touches and get these beauties into the oven. If you want that deep, golden, shiny look you see in a bakery, all you need is a simple egg wash. Just an egg yolk with a splash of milk. Brush that on top. Or, if you prefer, a little melted butter works great too. It'll give you more of a soft, rustic finish. Both are delicious. Now this is where you can have some real fun and make this recipe your own. A classic cheese blend is, of course, amazing, but don't be afraid to experiment. I personally love to sprinkle them with za'atar and sesame seeds. It's incredible. Just look in your fridge, see what you've got, and get creative with it. Okay, the baking part is super quick. We're going to pop them into a preheated oven, 200 degrees Celsius, that's 400 Fahrenheit, middle rack, and in about 15 minutes, your entire house is going to smell absolutely heavenly. And when they come out of that oven, oh, they are just perfection. They're so light and fluffy, almost like a sponge, with that savory filling tucked perfectly inside. And if you added cheese, you're going to get that glorious, irresistible cheese pull. It is just a perfect moment. So there you have it. My secret to the most amazing jumbo stuffed pastries is now all yours. I really hope you try this in your own kitchen. Enjoy every single bite and happy cooking.